I've been a real estate investor for over 5 years, and I have flipped dozens and dozens of homes. And what I found is that design is everything. All right, today we are going to talk about design rules of today. They have definitely changed from the 70s. Mid-mod, unfortunately, the 70s created little tiny sectional homes. So it was every room had its own space. Very closed off, very intimate though, which was really nice. Unfortunately, today though, that's my job, right? Is I get to open up all of these homes. My favorite is when I basically just get rid of all the walls and then I start over again. In this house, we didn't necessarily get to do that. So today we're going to talk about the bountiful house, the hoarder home. Guys, this is an absolute nightmare. Go check out our Flippin' Nightmares. The links are in the description below. All right, with that being said, let's dive into the design side of things. So with a mid-mod or with the 60s, 70s type feel, we have to open up walls. Sometimes though, as a designer, as you're doing fix and flips, you come to a spot in design where there's nothing else you can do. This time, we're talking about the kitchen. So what do you do when you can't open up walls and create a bigger kitchen? You add a lot of luxury. That's what you do. First things first, the layout of this house, the way it was structured had, when you walked into the kitchen, you the front door and then immediately to the right is the kitchen, which is fine. It's fine because it is what it is. All the homes in the area have the exact same layout. But then as you go through the kitchen, there was an island, but it was attached to the kitchen, right? And so it's nice to have a bar. It is for breakfast and dinners and for all the functionality of having a bar to serve your children and just people. But unfortunately, when you have an L-shaped kitchen, now the flow is horrible, right? Only one person could be in a kitchen at a time, or you're constantly bumping into each other, and it's really claustrophobic. That's why today we've gotten rid of all of those designs. It's not functional, right? If you want kids to be able to run around, be able to come in and out of the kitchen, have multiple people in the kitchen maybe, that design is flawed, unfortunately. But that's what we had to work with. So we just created a elongated kitchen instead, and then got rid of the island that was attached to the kitchen, so there was no bar. I know that definitely it hurt my feelings to be honest. Like, no, I want to keep the bar because it really is so nice to have that. But unfortunately, for flow, you got to get rid of it. So that's my first tip, would be to just get rid of the space that is cutting out the flow of the home. Okay, now that we've gotten rid of the bar, you can easily walk through, come and go. Now what do you do with the actual kitchen? Unfortunately, people today are way less likely to buy a small kitchen unless it's very luxurious. But because the kitchen was so small, we could actually put extremely high-end custom cabinets in, and it didn't even cost very much, which is helpful when you're obviously looking to do a fix and flip because we don't have a huge budget. With these specific cupboards, we went with a very chic black flat front. Absolutely stunning. I can't wait for you to see them. Everyone absolutely loved them. And then obviously we went with the white quartz. The contrast was really beautiful. We had the gold handles. It's pretty simple, to be honest. Just go really high end if you possibly can, especially since it's really small. I'm actually gonna show you this property this time. So we're gonna actually head over to the property and I wanna take you along through the entire design style. See you soon. All right, we have completely redesigned this kitchen. As you can see, what we were talking about before is that it was really claustrophobic inside this kitchen. Now you can see that it's completely free-flowing. There's nothing that's causing this space to feel claustrophobic any longer. Multiple people can be in this space at any given moment. You can open up the oven and you can open up the dishwasher. These are things that you actually have to think about when you're designing a layout of a home, especially if you're completely redoing the entire kitchen, which we had to do. So this space is absolutely beautiful. I'm dying to see what you think in the comments below. We did go the really black chic front, which definitely gives it a lot of texture because it also has the lines. We did go with the gold handles as always. And we went with a really traditional subway tile. I know that people are trying to do like a color pop right now, but I choose to do a different style because I want the accents to be the color pop. I don't want them to feel like they're stuck to a certain color palette. Unfortunately, a lot of designers choose to create the color palette within the property, and unfortunately what happens is people don't like those colors. You need to go with a very neutral color so that everyone can like it. If you got rid of all the staging, now it's very neutral. And then we did the white and kind of gray tone, chic, flat facing cabinets as well for the top. I do love that it's the two-tone. It's very popular right now to have two different colors for the bottom and for the top. It just creates a really fun texture change. Even if you can't afford a new, kitchen necessarily or new cabinets, you can actually just replace the door. I've seen this happen quite a bit lately, and it's a super fun little tricky hack that we don't use because we replace everything, but you can essentially keep the entire frame here and just replace the front. That could save you a ton of money, and then just definitely change out the soft close hinges. Bam! Now you have a super upscale kitchen on a budget. All right, because this kitchen was such a small space, we chose to turn this really weird, funky closet into an actual functional piece that was a part of the kitchen. It does match the upper cabinets, which I love, and we were able to kind of piece this together. A still high-end functioning cabinets, and this is actually their pantry. There was no room to put a pantry inside this kitchen, so how great, right? It's kind of discreet, it's out of the way, and this is a great pantry. I was super excited how this turned out. Let me know if you would like this style of pantry in your house, or if you need something a little bit bigger. I feel like with this size of a home, remember, it's only 2,400 square feet. This is perfect. I would love this. Let me know what you think. And of course, we haven't changed our quartz in a minute just because it's so pretty and I love it so much. Also, we went with a black and gold handle for the faucet. It is nice, and it was only $69. This is an awesome find. You should definitely check out the links in the description below for all of our Amazon goodies. As always, everything that we use in this kitchen will also be on there, as far as like the kitchen styles and also the handles, faucets, tile, everything that we used, so that you can actually see for that yourself. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. We're gonna go back to my office and kind of dial in a little bit more on what we did with this property. I'm super excited to see you back at the office. Come on, let's go. All right, we're back. I'm dying to hear what you thought in the comments below. How do you think the kitchen turned out? It was really small, I know, but overall, the layout was super great considering the space that we had to work with, I think. But again, I wanna hear what you have to say in the comments below. As I always say, design is everything. So make sure you stay tuned, because I'm dropping a new design episode every single month on each one of our properties, so you can see exactly how I created this layout. And actually next month it gets even better, because I'm actually going to dive into the entire layout design and how I actually do it on the computer. So it's gonna be super fun. Definitely make sure you subscribe, because you don't wanna miss when we drop the next before and after fix and flip video. It's super fun to obviously the design side, but you have to see all of the hard work that we put in the beginning to get the result that we have at the very end. I know, everyone wants to just fast forward basically to the end so you can see all the design, but really where the magic is, in the beginning. Make sure you subscribe so you can see the before and after. Thanks for watching. As always, check out all of our social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and if you're so inclined, make sure obviously give that a thumbs up. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.